This message is for somebody who's been moving forward consistently, even though they really haven't been feeling it lately. And what I mean by that is that there has been, I wanted to say originally a lack of faith, but I don't know that it's necessarily a lack of faith in the traditional sense. It's just, I feel like the path has gotten long. Like the journey to the destination is taking a lot longer than what you had originally imagined. You've been feeling unsupported lately, and you've fallen into this energy, and I'm hearing in and out of this energy of questioning yourself, questioning like, is this really meant for me? Is this really right for me? Am I really doing the right thing? There have been times, and I'm feeling this somewhat recently as well, where you have wanted to give up. And when I say wanted to give up, I just mean like you've just been like, maybe I should just throw in the towel on this because nothing seems to be happening. There doesn't seem to be any movement. Yet you continued to show up. You may have varied the amount of effort that you are putting into different things at different times. I feel like you've been working to juggle, working to prioritize. There's been a lot of give and take. There's been a lot of let's add a little bit of this or maybe do a little bit less of that, right? So, and this has all been part of the training actually is what Spirit's saying. Can you readjust? Can you recalibrate? Can you recognize where something isn't working and try something else? With the Nine of Pentacles here, it definitely feels like this is just sort of amplifying that energy of feeling like you're going at it alone. Even if you have support in some senses, it's like there's very much that energy of like I wanted to say the lone rider for some reason. So that's going to resonate for somebody specifically here. And I'm getting this energy of somebody who, like, this has been your life story. This isn't just your story with what it is that you've been trying to create or manifest here. Like from a young age, you had to do things on your own. You had to learn how to take care of yourself. Maybe your parents couldn't quite take care of you, or maybe they did, but it was just the basic necessities. And so everything that you wanted or needed, you had to get for yourself. Maybe you didn't have anybody you could call. You know, and I can absolutely relate to this energy, right? So you had to figure it out. And so you've always been really good at that. But I feel like you're getting to that point where you're just like, I don't want to figure it out anymore, right? Like, I want help. I want assistance. I want to be in this co-creative process. And what Spirit's saying is that if you want to enter into a co-creative process with me being Spirit, you have to let me lead sometimes. Because you've been doing things on your own for so long, even when you step into this energy of wanting to co-create with Spirit, it's like you don't really know how because you've never given up control. And it probably doesn't feel safe to do so. So there's this energy where Spirit is asking you to just relinquish not even all of the control, just a little bit of the control. And if you do that, you're going to create that room for Spirit to come in, for your blessings to come in, for everything that you've been working so hard for to manifest. And this is an important lesson because we're moving into a brand new template. As we move into the new earth, the new template is not about forcing things. It's not about the hustle, 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 grind, grind, grind. It's about becoming the vibration, mastering the energy, mastering the vibration, and allowing everything to fall into place. It's that energy, you know, you've heard it a million times, right? I don't chase, I attract. It's all yours already. All you have to do is allow it to show up. And don't push so damn hard. I know it sounds counterproductive, but for some of the people finding this video, Spirit's saying like, now is your time to rest. Lay back, take a breath, allow things to come to you. instead of always feeling like you need to be initiating forward, like you need to be going toward them. It's very much, this is interesting for anybody who follows astrology. I'm feeling very much the energy of the vertex versus the anti-vertex. So the vertex is the point of fate in our charts, and this is the point that draws in people, destined and fated people, particularly connections, also circumstances and events. The anti-vertex tends to be where we are the one making the initiative to draw these people. Where it is, we're a magnet with the vertex. With the anti-vertex, it's like, it's what we're chasing. It's what we're desiring. So, I don't know, maybe somebody who's watching this needs to check out like where your vertex is, your anti-vertex. Maybe that's going to give you some clues. Maybe somebody wants to get a reading from me, an astrology reading. We have the Gemini card, the Lovers on the bottom of the deck, but this is about a choice point. I feel like there's a major choice or decision coming up for somebody here. And yes, for some, this reading could relate to love, right? This could be somebody that you've been pursuing, a relationship that you've been working really hard to mend or to almost like create, I'm feeling, for somebody. And once again, the guidance is the same, whether this is a material thing you're trying to manifest, whether this is a state of being, whether this is a relationship. Got the Six of Wands here. Confidence is your key to success. That's a card in the Moonology deck. I want to say it's a new moon no, it's a Leo card maybe. Leo moon card. That's the energy that I'm feeling here. Yeah, with the Queen of Wands also. Let me feel into this for a second. Spirit's saying the key to your success, other than surrendering, right, into that co-creative process, the key to your success is to balance this passion that you have for whatever it is that you do. And if you've lost that passion, it's time to find a way to rekindle that. Take it back to the basics. Take it back to what brings you joy, what lights you up. And do more of that and less of whatever aspects are draining you. All right. And also like find, with the King of Swords here, this is about employing logic. So this is also where it comes to like, where are tasks that you can delegate? Where is it that maybe you can learn how to utilize different software, different things to do for you, some of the things that are taken away? What is it that they say when they're training in business? They say something, they talk about like the zones, right? And the zone of genius, which is where you just naturally excel. That is the place or the areas that you are just on point, right? Where you are programmed to succeed within your DNA. All right, so the zone of genius is where ideally we want to be operating at the majority of the time. And then there's like zones of competence, zones of, I think like, I don't know if it's called incompetence or what it's called, but essentially like the things that you can do, that you can master if you work hard enough at them, the things that you just basically suck at no matter what you do, we all have them, okay? So it's like trying to designate or just not focus if you don't have the money or the resources at this time, and Spirit's saying that's going to change for some of you very soon, to designate some of these tasks in your zones of less competence. Just don't focus so much on those things. Really focus, live in your zone of genius as much as you can, because that's what's going to reignite this passion within you. And that passion is going to shift your energy and it's going to put you in alignment with everything that you desire. It's going to help you remember your why. Why am I doing this? Why am I desiring this? All right. That's the most important part. Right? Leave the hows to the universe. That's the co-creating piece. Leave the hows. You've been too focused on the hows. You need to get focused back on the why and get in that zone of genius. And this King of Swords, a final reminder here with this card is saying, like, you need to not let your emotions get the best of you. Don't let your emotions take you on a roller coaster. Yes, feel, and we're purging and clearing so much emotionally right now. So definitely allow that process, but don't make decisions based on your emotions, right? Because emotions are transitory. A lot of them don't even have to do with what's going on in the current moment. They're past, present, future. This is a whole other video and we don't have the time on this TikTok thread. So I'm just going to say, make sure your head and heart are balanced. Stay in your passion, but keep a level head and surrender some of that control, honey.